Welcome to your Army briefing, and well done on getting this far with your application. We've got a lot to tell you. As you probably know, the British Army, along with the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force, is responsible for defending the UK and its national interests. This can involve serving overseas alongside soldiers from friendly countries and helping people caught up in emergencies and natural disasters. This is where you'll find out more about the work you could do and the experiences you could have as a soldier in the British Army. First, you'll hear about the job areas you can choose from and what skills and qualifications you could get from them. Then, we'll take you inside the daily life of a British Army soldier. You'll see where you could be living, the kind of work you'll be doing, and what you'll get up to in your free time. By the time you leave, you'll know more about what your life could be like in the British Army, and you'll have chosen 3 jobs that you could see yourself doing. And you'll have a plan that will help you get ready for the next stage of the process. In a combat role, as an infantry soldier, a tank crewman, a paratrooper, a gunner, or a member of the Army Air Corps, you'll be part of a fast-moving, agile unit, doing everything from peacekeeping to anti-insurgency operations. Once you've mastered the basics, you'll start taking on teams of your own and learning new skills. Combat roles are some of the Army's most demanding. To take one on, you should be someone who enjoys working outdoors, sometimes in tough environments. And you'll be ready for responsibility early in your career. You'll find a combat role challenging but rewarding. You'll be supported by experienced senior soldiers and be part of a close-knit regiment. Take on an engineering role and you'll be one of specialists who keeps the Army moving. From bricklayers to electronics technicians, vehicle mechanics, geographic technicians, and avionics technicians, there are masses of engineering roles on offer. You could find yourself building bridges across difficult terrain, helping repair roads, or rebuilding damaged infrastructure in countries around the world. You can study for advanced trade qualifications in things like plumbing, construction, and electrical engineering. Engineers can also be trained as commandos and parachutists. To join the Army in an engineering role, you'll need to enjoy building and fixing things and be happy working outdoors. You'll do vital work in challenging environments and learn incredibly valuable skills. If you choose to work in HR and finance, you'll play a key role in keeping the Army in perfect working order. You could work in the military police, become a PA to a senior officer, work on multi-million-pound account projects, or work in one of the many other roles that come with keeping a team as big as the Army running smoothly. You could even study towards industry-recognised qualifications. Whether you're working closely with foreign embassies or you're out on deployment assisting with an active operation, wherever your unit goes in the world, you'll go too. People looking to work in HR and finance should have an interest in helping people, office work, making decisions, and being outside. Join the Army in an intelligence, IT or communications role, and you'll work to keep our troops connected and informed, ensuring our lines of communication are working effectively and free from security breaches. even in the most extreme environments. From intelligence operatives, communication electricians, and system engineers, to roles with linguistic and cybersecurity opportunities, there are all kinds of incredibly important roles. You can study towards a range of qualifications, such as NVQs, driving licenses, intelligence and engineering degrees. Those in intelligence, IT and communications roles will enjoy fixing things, making decisions, gathering information, solving problems, and working with technology. You will be vital to the running of the army, gaining responsibility from the beginning. You'll also get to travel the world, make friends for life, and carve an enviable career. In a logistics and support role, you and your team will be responsible for keeping the army running, ensuring our troops have all the equipment, resources, and support they need. Depending on your interests, you could work in aviation, manage and drive large vehicles, keep the troops fueled as a chef, and so much more. To join the logistics and support team, you should be interested in helping people, working outdoors, using technology, and managing people, products, or operations. In return, you'll be given the opportunity to gain a range of qualifications, such as HGV licenses, Foundation Modern Apprenticeships, and NVQs. There is opportunity for travel, challenge, upskilling, and forming life-changing bonds. The Army has a world-class medical force who work hard to keep our soldiers fit and healthy. Depending on your qualifications and interests, you could join the Army's medical services as anything from a nurse or dental nurse to a healthcare assistant, pharmacy technician, operating department practitioner, or even a combat medical technician.
Always clear.
You'll work with state-of-the-art technology in military and NHS hospitals, as well as field hospitals all around the world. Not only will you be working with soldiers, you may also be deployed on short-term peacekeeping operations around the world. If you choose to join one of our medical units, you should be interested in helping people. You'll need to be a quick thinker who can adapt, react, and work in challenging situations. You'll also need to show a strong interest in the medical industry and be good at taking in vast amounts of knowledge. With support from your unit, you'll do some really rewarding work and make memories that will last a lifetime. Join as a musician in the Army, and you'll have an unrivaled chance to play on the world stage and feel a true sense of pride as you represent your country. You could join our marching bands, rock and pop bands, or even take part in one of our national events like Trooping the Colour or the Olympics. Whatever instrument you play or would like to play, you'll be exposed to the very best training so that you can shape and perfect your skills. You'll also be offered the chance to gain qualifications that are relevant to your role and work with the best in the field. Working in a music role is prestigious, high profile, and exciting. They're important roles and extremely rewarding. When you're not on exercise or on operations, you'll probably live with your mates in army accommodation where your unit's based. And if you're married, you're also entitled to your own house or flat. The Army has built a lot of single living accommodation in the last few years, providing improved and comfortable living quarters. You don't have to live in barracks, but most soldiers do. It means being near where you work, close to your friends, and because the Army will help you pay for it, it's much cheaper than renting or buying. Before work starts in the morning, many soldiers will take part in a short session of physical training, or PT. During your basic training, we'll help you build your fitness and meet the necessary standards to be a soldier. However, once you've joined your unit, it will be your responsibility to maintain your strength and fitness. On a normal day, you'll have breakfast around 7 a.m. and can expect to start work at around 8:30 or 9. There are over 200 job roles in the regular army, and there's no such thing as a typical day. Depending on the role you choose, you'll spend much of your day training with your fellow soldiers and the kit and equipment that you'll use on deployment, preparing for war fighting, peacekeeping, and disaster relief operation. We continually build on our soldiers' skills in areas such as map reading, weapons handling, and trade skills. If you've taken on a specialist role, you'll also focus on perfecting your skills of your chosen trade, for example as a mechanic, intelligence operative, or IT specialist. In addition to your training, you'll most likely spend some of the day playing sport and studying towards an apprenticeship or degree. Working in the army, you'll need a lot of fuel to keep you going, so your training will be worked around 3 nutritious meals a day. There's lots to choose from, and all of your food is cheap because the army covers a lot of the cost. You'll have access to a cooked lunch, as well as convenience stores where you can buy snacks and drinks. We have some of the best sporting facilities available in the country, and the opportunities to travel and train are second to none. Whether you're interested in football, rugby, rock climbing, netball, or anything in between, we've got you covered. You'll play with others on base and against other corps. We'll bring in world-class coaches to give you the best training. We are also proud of our adventurous training opportunities, with regular trips to the slopes for skiing, Canada for whitewater rafting, Wales for cliff jumping, or climbing mountains in the Himalayas. It's not just about fun. We encourage participation in adventurous training and sport to help develop your leadership, teamwork, and technical skills, as well as improve your confidence and self-assurance. Working in the army doesn't mean a 24-hour job. A healthy work-life balance is important, and with us, you'll have a more balanced life than most. When you're not on operations or exercises, the evenings and weekends are yours to spend as you wish. If you choose to stay on base, there's a huge range of facilities available, including movie theatres, pool tables, TV rooms, and video game rooms. A lot of the soldiers also choose to visit the local town for a night out, a shopping trip, or a group dinner. All sport and gym facilities are also open to enjoy in your own time too. Alternatively, some soldiers choose to use their weekends to head home to see family and friends. And given a lot of our soldiers have moved to a new area of the country, there are often group trips away for the weekend to explore the surrounding area. After your briefing, we will invite you to an Army Assessment Centre to measure your potential as a soldier. This takes place over the course of 2 days and is made up of both mental and physical tests that will help us to establish whether you're ready for a role in the Army and where you might fit best. It's really important that you turn up ready to give 100%. Before you arrive, we'll provide comprehensive instructions, including information on what you need to bring, a 2-day itinerary, and advice on the best ways to prepare. At your assessment centre, you'll need to complete a medical review, computer-based assessments, and take part in fitness tests. We'll also ask you to take part in an informal session where you'll get a chance to tell us a bit about yourself and get to know other people. We'll give you some team exercises so we can find out how well you work together with new people. And we'll set aside time for you to ask us any questions you might have. At the end of the 2 days, we'll conduct an individual career discussion where you'll have one last opportunity to show us what you're made of. Then we'll give you feedback on your overall performance. We'll consider how you performed in your medical, fitness, and academic tests before making our decision on the best role for you. When you've passed the assessment centre, you'll start your official training. This is called basic training. Across 14 weeks, we'll teach you military skills like map reading and how to operate and fire a weapon. In this time, you'll train under an experienced soldier and find out what it takes to maintain the mindset of a soldier. It is important that you prepare for this training. Learn how to iron, get running, and build up the self-discipline it takes to keep a strict daily routine. Basic training is hard work, but very rewarding. By the end of the 14 weeks, you'll be a trained soldier.